Gonna record now.
Okay, go.
There we go.
So we're going to pick up at the keep, all right?
Okay.
So down here in this room right here, there's a guy named Naaman, okay? He is the owner of kind of like the trading post, right?
Okay.
And you've been running about doing your things. I'm assuming you got back into town, you hunkered down for the night. This is my thing, right? And we already rolled hit dice, so you're goosed up to the amount of hit points that you're supposed to have based on a rest, okay? So then you also have, right, with you all the stuff that you, did you write all that stuff down? I wrote it all down. I gave it to you, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of feedback out of I got two computers up. This
Really?
may be, yeah, I'm going to see if I can get,
Turn off the microphone on one of them, turn off the sound.
yeah, I'm turning off
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I killed the speaker on the other one. It's weird. It's only when you guys. Okay. Well, yeah. So we were gonna head back to town.
Yeah. So you're in the trading post with the trader.
Oh, Naaman. Sure.
Yeah, Naaman.
Gotcha. So the first thing we're gonna ask this Naaman gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we got there, we split up the gold, the silver, and the copper.
Sure.
So I gave 54 because the 162 divided easily by 3, just 54 to each. Silver, 22 to Kalis, 22 to Will, and 21 to the Ranger because he doesn't care about money.
So you're putting all this on their little cards, right?
Yeah, I sure did, and I split up the copper too.
Okay, cool.
But we have that necklace, so we're going to ask Naaman if he's willing to purchase the necklace.
Oh, okay. So that's your first discussion with him, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So who's asking?
Oh, it's going to be It's going to be Will.
Will, what's his charisma?
His charisma is 15.
All right, let's see how he does. Why don't you give him a roll? He has to roll under with the D20.
Gotcha.
See how he does. Do you know how to do that? It's hashtag 1D20. Oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
So Naaman grabs the thing. He kind of looks at it and goes, And he asks point blank, "Where'd you get this?"
We found it in the Caves of Chaos. We sent up there.
Yeah, looks nice.
We think it's worth about $1,200 gold pieces, but we're sure that you need to make a little money on your side too. So how much are you willing to part with?
Kind of looks at you, kind of says, honestly, I can't. These people are pretty broke around here. I will never be able to sell it for that much. You're really like 600 gold pieces. That's really the most that you'll get at this area.
Sure. Well, what else do you have in your shop? Do you have any healing potions?
Oh.
Do you have any magical items? Especially anything with like rings of protection or cloaks of protection?
He's like looking, he kind of goes through, we're kind of clear out of all these things. We don't really have a lot. Know what you could do is maybe go take it to the loan bank.
Okay.
Taro, he's over in the next place. I'll show you where he's at. So he turns around and he says, and I don't know how you would kind of sell it to him, but he turns around, wrong map, guys. He says, it's over here. He stands outside, he points out the door, and it's down here.
Okay.
Down here is the actual. He says you could talk to him, Taro. Taro's in charge of you can change money or gems for a fee.
Gotcha.
So I don't know how much he charges. Maybe you can finagle him down. Maybe he'll give you that much, but I don't really have any. This is kind of like a bank. That's where the Lord Wizardry keeps all his cash. You might want to go through that.
Well, before we go see him, let's get some stuff from you. We're gonna Callan needs we're gonna need some flasks of oil. Let's see. We're gonna because he's out. How many flasks of oil could you sell us?
Well, I got plenty of oil here. So he kind of goes through. There's 10 of them or whatever. He says, yeah. He says that's a big commodity right here. A lot of people are picking that stuff up. How much? I mean, what do you need? How many you want?
We'd like I'd like at least 5 flasks of oil.
Okay, a gold piece.
All right, done. Callan buys 5.
Okay.
I'll put it on
put it on his card so we know he has it, right?
Yeah.
So he said, what else you need?
Torches.
Torches. Yep, got plenty of those. How many do you need? I mean, he's got a barrel filled with them, so you could just he's got different sizes and stuff. Yeah, torches are. Yeah, he says just a matter of hauling them about.
Sure.
Because you make that little boy Alfred hold them around. Alfred's been hauling torches for quite some time.
We do, and yeah, and he actually did a great job. Alfred's still with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna okay, so Will's gonna restock. He was down 7 out of 12. He's gonna get 5 more torches.
Sure. That's like, I don't know. That's only like maybe a silver piece. It's not that much for.
Done.
10 for a silver.
Okay, we gave him a silver piece. Oh,
cool.
So 10 for a silver.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 17 torches now.
Yeah. Are you encumbered?
Not yet. He's got 10.
Okay.
I don't believe he is. If so,
the boy Alfred can carry your torches in a backpack. Then you have to buy him a backpack. Does it make sense?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So we'll give him a backpack.
Okay.
How much does that cost?
Well, here's a nice one right here. It's right there. That's a nice looking backpack. 3 gold pieces.
Kalis will buy it for him.
Oh no! Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, that's 3 gold pieces. It's really little. It's not. It's like made for a little kid. So yeah.
Like half one. Kalis will buy it for him. All right.
Okay.
So.
Because look over here, you got a side compartment. You could put that oil in if you wanted not to carry it.
Nice.
At that moment, the door flings open, and this large individual comes walking in. Okay. Not only is a large individual coming in, he comes in and he looks like this. See if you got a picture of this guy.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's got this cool helmet. He's got things going on. He has a double-handed sword. Of course, he doesn't have it out waving right now. But he majestically walks into the keep, and he just stands there near the counter very quietly during your entire negotiation, right? Down at the trading post.
Nice. Well, Kalis turns to him and says, "Greetings."
Hello.
What brings you to the keep?
Well, I'm just seeing if there's something that I would need to deal with here.
Well, there is a great amount of evil that is gathering in the caverns, and we've been sent to investigate that evil, to put an end to that evil.
So when you're looking at this guy, he's got the holy symbol of Muir on his chest plate, and he also has his. You can see by the hilt of his 2-headed sword, he has the holy symbol of Muir on it, and he has written in it. Do you speak Elven?
Yes. Oh, but they're both half Elven. Yeah. So yes,
okay. So he has a special word written down the side. Mason, what's the word on your thing? It's on your character sheet.
1 second.
It's on the second card.
It's truth, honor, and courage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I can tell by your armor and I can tell by your sword that you would be on our side, the side of good. Just want to warn you, though, that the evil that is gathering in these foul hills, it's coalescing. There's like a magnet. They're drawing them together. And we've been asked by the Lord here to find an evil gem and bring it back for them to study. And there's pieces of a rod. We're not exactly sure what it does, but we're trying to find out. My mother, who's a spell weaver, an elven spell weaver, there's this evil red eye, dream of an evil red eye. If you'd be willing to accompany us, we could certainly use your strong sword arm.
I'll accompany you because this is one step closer to my goal of getting rid of all evil.
Great.
Just then you hear a blasting of a horn. Then you hear the blasting of another horn that sounds like it's out front, like around this area. You start to see people scurrying through, like it appears to be soldiers running towards the gate during your discussion. Obviously, you can see out the door when this thing happens. Since you guys are like right about here, here's the counter door. Yeah. You see people running towards the door when this is going on, and you hear loud commotion. It's a whole bunch of noise down the way.
Huh. Adventure awaits. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I say, I ask, shall we go check it out?
Yeah.
All right.
Just see what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw up the situation. So jump to Schmeppy real quick, right?
Yep.
I can go ahead and give you guys a look at what you're doing here, right?
Come on, Alfred.
Alfred's coming with you? That's awesome. Right.
Stay with Will. They're both about the same size, right?
Yeah, I guess so, right? One second, wait. This is a crude drawing, but go with it anyways, right?
Am I in the right Schmeppy?
Did you click the right one?
I don't see where you're drawing. I see the names. I see.
Can you see it?
I see. What do I see? I see Kalis, Ant, Will, Alfred, and Callan.
So you get all this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm seeing it.
Okay, cool. Well, this will be nice, right? So, what you see, right? Oh, wrong one. Let me undo those two things. Undo. Okay, I want to get tokens on here. The gray things are soldiers, okay?
Yeah.
For all practical reasons. These guys are up against this wall, and as you can see, they're right now, it appears to be, they're up, a lot of them are going up into the tower area. If you look back at the keep, I'll show you at the keep, oh, wrong place. Over here, these two things, some of them are up on top of this thing, and there's people right down on the ground, and there's the drawbridge. The drawbridge is down, okay? Just kind of give you an idea what's going on, right? This is supposed to be the drawbridge, okay? So what you see with the drawbridge, okay, is that something's trying to come across. Maybe if I can grade that. I wonder if I could do this. This would be the, yeah, look at this. Put this down, right? And then I'll fill this back in with white so you get an idea what's happening here. Oh, this is cool. This is neat. I really do like this program. All right. So I'm going to grab this thing. Okay. There's these two giant ogres throwing rocks up here against this thing, and they have jammed one of the rocks into the portcullis, and it will not go down. One of their hits were direct, so the portcullis is stuck up, and these two guys are now marching towards the front of the gate. They're going to be wrecking into the town right now. I can give you kind of a scenario of what's happening. So obviously you guys, this is from where you guys are on the thing. So if you guys move, I guess, from here to here, you'd be like, or I could just go this way, right? This gives you an idea of what's happening. So the guards are scrambling, okay? At the same time, you hear other noises on the other side of the keep. Like things are going on the other side. So they don't have all the soldiers here. This is only some of the soldiers. Yeah. Makes sense? So, yeah, so they have a situation. There's a couple dudes up on the tower. So let's grab these guys. and they right now are firing arrows down on these dudes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's 2 here, and obviously 2 over here. This guy's on the ground. They have their they have halberds out, right? They're coming up, and they're going to probably try to charge these giant ogres that are now trying to move towards the area, right?
Right.
Short story long, right when they get up about here, these guys get about here. There is a slew of arrow fire that instantly wipes these dudes out.
Those are our guys.
Those were soldiers, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They're dead. They fall off the bridge. They're down the ravine, and these ogres are now starting to move towards the front of the gate. 7.
Okay.
This is what you're looking at.
Gotcha.
What do you guys want to do?
All right. Well, stranger, your name is
Ant.
Ant.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Charge! Callan pulls out his bastard sword.
Okay.
And I gotta go to Schmeppy, right?
You go to roll Z.
Okay, so this is.
Are you on Schmeppy? Oh yeah, you have to be on Schmeppy. You have to move. There you go. There's your guys move. All right, cool.
Okay, so Callan's gonna run here, right?
Right.
All right. Will Mason, do you mind if I move your character, put him right here? Is that where you want him? You're a big guy.
Like,
is that good? Or you can move him.
Mason, you can move your guy. You know, move your guy.
Yeah, you can move your guy.
I might just go here and then wait for them to come up.
Okay.
And instead
cool.
of just running out.
Okay. Will and Cal's going to be back here. All right. So Callan's going to pull out his bastard sword.
Sure.
And Will's going to fire his arrows. He's got 2. I mean, he could do 2 arrows, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess are they far? They're what? They're only about 15 feet away, right?
Even that. Let's do 1d6 and see who goes first.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1, so you automatically go first.
Gotcha.
So you guys get first shot on this. Go ahead.
All right. Well, can Callan? Okay. Well, Callan's gonna move forward with his and swing with his bastard sword. Will's gonna fire his arrows on the same guy that Callan's attacking, and
Okay.
Callan is going to fire his magic missile.
What you could do, Ant?
Probably.
Are you guys all going?
Do I
Is
have
all
a-
your people? Mike, is all your people going for the same guy?
Yeah, just because we want to
Okay.
take him out, take at least one out.
Okay. So, Ant, what are you going to do?
I'll probably go for the same one with my sword.
Everyone's going for the same guy? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's the guy that's moved up closer. Okay, so Mason, move your guy up
I'll move.
next to Callan. Will's firing and Kalis is firing. Okay, so what is your dexterity? Mike, what's your dexterity of Callan? What's his dexterity?
It is 18.
Will's dexterity is 18 too?
Yeah.
What's Kalis?
Kalis is like a 15, if I'm not mistaken. No, 17.
Ant, what's yours?
16.
16?
16.
So I usually just fight in the order of dex. It's so easy that way. So Kalis will be the last to go. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
it's going to be Callan. You can choose who you want. Callan or Will to go first. I don't really care. But it's Callan and Will both have 18, and then it's Ant, and then it's Kalis will be the last one. Is that cool?
That works for me.
All right. So who's doing first?
Okay. Callan will swing first.
Cool.
These are ogres, and Callan has a plus. What? Well, with his strength, so he's got a +1, and then he's got a +3 so he's got a +4 to hit.
Go hit it.
All right. I'm just gonna roll a 9 + 4 is, what is it? 13.
Yeah. Actually, that is going to be a miss.
It's going to be
You
a
say
miss.
that 13?
Yeah, 13.
That's a miss. So you come over and you glance. He's got a big wooden piece of wood. It looks like part of a table, and he totally smacks your blade out of the way. Oh yeah.
No.
So Will better light him up. Better fire, Will.
Yeah, Will's gonna put in two arrows into him. Hopefully.
Yeah.
13 and 9. Maybe
13?
not.
Nobody gets a bonus with the 13, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hit.
He does. He has +3 to hit with his missile fire. You're right.
Okay, so one hit. You had roll for damages on that.
Yeah, because he has +3. Damage is going to be a 6-sided dice.
Yeah.
He's got a 5.
Oh, nice. That's not bad. Cool.
Not bad.
All right, Ant, your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit with my two-handed sword.
Nice.
And
Ooh, nice.
Natural. Oh, is it a 20? No, it's not natural 20. It's still
it
huge.
was an 18 before.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your damage. It's 1d10 plus what?
+3.
1d10 plus 3? Go.
Mhm.
Okay, so you add your 2 over with that sword, 20, so that's actually 8 hit points worth of damage.
Nice.
Following? That's a special magic sword, so for a paladin, it's pretty awesome. Anything over 20, you get to add on. Which is kind of cool. If you're gonna have a big sword, you're gonna hit once, do it hard. Kalis, are those are automatic hits? Is he shooting how many?
Oh, because he's only level 3, he only gets to shoot 1. I think he has to be level 5 to shoot 3 of them.
Oh, that sucks. So is it 1d4 plus 1?
1d4 plus 2 on my sheet. You have.
Oh, good. That's fine. Hit it.
So 2 plus 2 is 4.
Nice. Okay, so it's like fap. You guys put some damage on the thing, but it is super mad. It smells horrible. It's growling. You could see some flesh and stuff hanging out of his teeth. He's not like Karn. This is a well-fed ogre. So you can tell he's like big and massive, and now it's his turn at the plate. So he's going to take obviously between Callan and Ant. Okay, so I'm going to do this 1d6 thing. Just kind of let you know. 1, 2, 3. This is on Callan. 4, 5, 6. It'll be on Ant. This is on Ant. Just letting you know. Here it comes. Right. So he's going to go 1d20, and he's going to have This is his hit. 14. Does it hit you, Ant?
No.
No, your armor class is 17, 16. Oh, you got plate mail on. So he takes this big swing and he misses. The other guy runs up, same deal. So he's coming to make a hit, right? And he's also going to go for Amp. 18, that is a hit. Ouch, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You are the luckiest person in the world. 2d6, he got 2 hit points with damage. Well, that's not bad. Okay, so yeah, if anything nice is gonna happen, that's when I'm gonna do it. So on your character sheet, Mason, just kind of looking at your thing, where it says current hit points, you just make it 27.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I can't change it because I think I can.
Well, I just did it.
I just changed it. There you go. Oh, you did it. I can't change it because I think I'm in another thing, a viewer. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I'm logging. Oh yeah, I can't. So one guy hit. One guy. Let me look at that again.
Your connection.
One guy misses completely. The guy made a hit, and he could have done massive damage. Just when he does it, you basically gleam off of you, and you basically shove him off with your sword. One guy you've whacked about halfway down on hit. Well, I can't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's up to you. Did I freeze?
Yeah.
Callan, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. So
You're good now.
Callan, you're up. Top of
all right. Callan's gonna swing again with his bastard sword. All right. So he's got a
nice. Roll it.
Yeah.
Got to hit a 14, obviously. You figured it out.
Ooh.
9 plus.
4 is he just missed it by 1 again. Man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shoot. Let the little man shoot.
All right, little guy's going to shoot 2 more arrows.
Yeah.
I think he missed both because he only has a plus. He has plus. Oh no, he has plus 3. So yeah, he hit with the
the first one hit.
The first one hit.
Give me 1d6.
5 points of damage.
Oh my god, it's so good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So thunk, he hits him like in the shoulder, is bleeding out pretty profusely. Ant, you're up.
Okay. $20.
Dude! Okay, cool. All right, that's a beautiful hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. You're lucky today with the roller.
8.
Dude, okay, 8.
Nice.
Would Ant like to describe what has happened to this gentleman? Gentle ogre. Go ahead.
I guess there's just a lot of people all attacking him at once, and eventually just falls to the
He just
ground.
succumbs to the whole thing and falls off the bridge. Let's take a look at that schmeppy. So you're sitting there, you're whacking him, and he just kind of falls off into the ravine down here on the ground, right? So he's out of the way.
Nice.
We still got this guy up and coming. Of course, he's going to now charge really hard at Ant because you just slayed his buddy. He's already hit you once. Okay, so he's coming in really hard with a charge. So it's going to be a 1d20. All right, here it comes. Look out. He's coming in hard. Totally misses you. It's nice to have a high armor class, I guess, right? So obviously, you shoving him off, you stick your foot up and give him a nice push as he's coming at you. At this point, then Callan takes out his broadsword. Callan, make your shot.
All
Obviously,
right.
now he's turned on the side like this. You get a +2 on this hit, my friend, because he's
All right.
focused all his attention on Ant. So you're hitting him on the side.
So I have a +6. Oh, nice. Got him.
Oh! Okay, there you go. Let's see what you did.
So now we have a 1d8 plus it's +5, right? Yeah. 5 points of damage. So 1d8 plus it's it's +5. No, yeah. Oh, low roll. But that's
Are
7.
you sure it's that low? Are you
Well,
sure it's that
he's
low?
got a +1 on his strength. It's +2 because he's using the two-handed sword, so that's 3. And it's an ogre. Yeah, so he actually has +6 damage. So that's 8 points of damage.
Okay, cool, nice. So what? Okay, there we go. So basically, you take a hack, knocks him. That's his first hit. That's the first time he's been tagged.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
Will's going to shoot some arrows. All right, here we go. Little halfling. Oh my God, that's awful. 10 plus 3 is
Just misses.
just misses.
Need a 14 on him.
Yeah.
All right. Ant. Actually, Kalis should have got a shot in there. I didn't know if you want to do another magic missile or what you want to do. Last time. He didn't do one on last round.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. We'll
I'll go twice as good.
no, I'll go after Ant. It's okay. It's good. He was just
Good,
dumbfounded by the swing.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
Shoot.
15. Does that hit?
Yeah, that's going to hit. Let's roll for a damage. 7. Nice. Okay, so, wham. Okay, now it's Kalis' turn.
Yeah, Kalis will do one more magic missile out of the wand.
So you just hit for damage.
Yep. That's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. All right.
Mage's not really contributing well.
He's going to roll a saving throw to see whether his morale shot because he just got his buddy killed. He's going to make a run for it, you children. He's taking a beating. He is going to start making his book on the way back. So there's going to be one attack opportunity both for Ant and Callan, and then Will gets to take a shot too. He's getting the F out of there.
All right.
You guys want to take care of this, go ahead. So it'll be Callan, obviously.
Yep. With the broadsword? with a plus. He's because an ogre.
Yes.
Ooh, nice hit.
Yeah, you get a +2. You get a plus. If from behind, you get a +2.
Well, he had a,
That'd
he had
be a 20
pluses.
plus. Yeah, just from
So, yeah, he smacked him good.
2. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You got 18.
and 3 plus 6 is 9.
3 plus
9
what?
plus damage.
Damn. Go ahead, Will. +2 on his shot.
Oh yeah, Will.
2 shots.
None sucked.
Do
Oh!
another shot. What?
Oh my God! Arrows are gone.
Will never had anybody run from him. He's never seen anybody run from him.
Oh.
And you get a stabby on him.
Okay. That probably doesn't hit.
9 plus. Nope, that's gonna be a miss. All right, he's gonna probably be able to. He's bleeding profusely. I don't know if you want to pursue him or what you want to do.
Well, Kalis
But he
gets
is-
another shot, right? Kalis can magic missile him.
Yes, he definitely can.
All right, so magic.
I'm sorry,
missile.
you're right. Don't let me forget that guy.
That's right. Magic missile coming up. Oh, 3 points of damage.
So, how many times does he get to cast that? Is this out of the staff or the
This is out of
wand?
the wand. He's down to 3 charges left.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, I guess I'll let Kalis describe this one. That was just enough.
Oh, all right. Well, out of his
He
wand.
scorched him from behind. It's horrible. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
this wand. This light of this missile light comes out of his wand and it speeds to him. And it looks like it's just about it, but it's zigzagging, and it catches him right on his ankle. And it takes his foot off, and he trips and he rolls and he falls off the end of the wooden bridge. Yes.
Perfect. That's how it should happen, right? So at this point in time, you hear that the commotion seems to be settling down on the other side of the keep, right? These guys come out of the tower, right?
Yeah.
And they're coming down. By the time you get done here, it's a very quick battle. You guys really went at hard at them. They come out here and they start thanking you guys and kind of praising you and patting you on the back, and they're all excited about what you've done. You kind of helped them because they were kind of outnumbered here. They're not as obviously good at fighters as you guys are. I want to give you a head count. Will's down 8 arrows from this thing, right?
Yes, I have. Will is down. I was looking for where my arrows were on my person.
I think it's on the second sheet on your card. See, like Mason's is here.
It would
It's up here,
normally
it says
be,
arrows.
but it isn't. I don't have arrows. I've got
What?
I've got daggers.
Well,
Oh,
I
bow
don't-
there. I'm sorry. Bow arrow. Yes, I see.
See him?
I see D20. No, I don't have a number though. But I had 20, but I'm down.
You did have 20. Let's see what you got on.
I think from before I had 20.
Yeah.
And so now I'm down 8. So I only have 12 left.
Okay.
I'm gonna write
That
that
sounds
right
right.
now. Okay.
Oh, it's because you got your thief table.
Oh no, arrows right there. It's right in front of. It's
Yeah.
big. Yeah. It's a massive thing.
I try to make these easy to find.
It's huge.
Hey, you know what I can do for you? Well, you'll see something really funny. Watch this.
You can highlight it. There
Watch
you
this.
go.
Now wait.
There you go. Yeah. Arrows. I see them.
Is that better? I don't want to let you down.
24
What I
foot
do-
font. That works.
I'll move this up a little bit more. There you go.
There you go.
I click
I
out.
got
Oh my
12
god,
left.
it's so big it doesn't even fit in this thing anymore. Oh, let me shrink this one down. There you
That's
go.
enough.
Now it fits.
That works.
12. That's his main tool, so we don't want to
Yeah.
make him not know it's there, right? Is that cool?
Yes.
I don't know. So back to where we were, right?
Yeah.
You're back at the track. So they're come down, they're high-fiving you and thank you for what's going on, and then they see Ant, and they're like, wow, we've never seen anything like you before. And obviously, the closest they ever seen was Ezekiel, who's arrogant but just a fighter. They haven't really seen a paladin. You're like a mystical-looking thing to them. So they're sitting there talking to you the whole time this is going on. Okay, and then there's a hailstorm of arrows flying in this direction.
Ooh.
Okay, from across the land. Yeah, there's still firing going on, right? And so I'm just going to give you. It's going to be like 4 rolls. Okay, and basically it's one at each one of your guys, right?
Sure.
So the first one is at. I'll just do these. Callan.
Sure.
You get a roll. Miss, right? Will. That's a miss, right? Ant. Ooh! Ant gets hit. Ant gets hit. Oh my God! Right underneath the plate mail armor of his back. It skips up under and does 6 hit points of damage to him. That sucks, man. And then one more shot comes about, flying about.
That gets
Kalis.
me. That gets me.
That does 3 hit points worth of damage, right?
All right.
Obviously, at this point, they turn around and they're now trying to pull down the that giant boulder that was jammed up in the thing, and they're saying, "Oh," they start talking about how the fact that they have a situation here with the. You guys have to decide whether you want to pursue what's out there or you want to hold back for a second, because they're saying they're going to drop that portcullis.
Why don't well, so are we going to pursue this arrow fire that's coming?
Yeah, you can make a decision. Do you want to go out there and try to figure out what's going on, or are you going to say, let's just stay back a little bit? We don't know what's out there. It's up to you.
What do you want to do, Mason?
I would stay back for now.
All right.
And maybe find another way out. If there is.
Like another answer. So you want to help them with the portcullis? Move this rock? There's a big rock blocking the portcullis?
Yeah, so what you guys want to do, it's going to be a strength check. So who's the biggest, strongest guys? You and who?
Callan, and I'm sure Callan has a strength of 16.
And what's your strength?
Me?
Yeah, what's yours?
14.
Okay.
We can do it together.
So your bonus is +1, and what's yours?
Mine is +1 also.
Okay. Why don't you guys both roll together, add 2, and try to beat 15 as a group?
Okay.
So both you guys roll the dice right now.
Oh, nice.
Forget it. I was going to do that. Okay, so obviously Ant runs over and just grabs the thing and pulls down with all his might, and the whole gate starts to come down. You guys go ahead and move your guys back underneath the other side of that thing. Get him out of the way. So you guys want to move your men. Ant, move over. All right, cool. At that point in time, the gate comes down right in front of you like this, and it seals off the thing. And obviously, the way the grate's up, the arrows are still zinging in here and just banging against the steel bars and stuff like that, unaffecting you. Of course, now this time you guys want to move out of the way so you don't get hit by these things. But the funny thing about it was, like, the guards are saying this is going on more and more now. They just keep showing up. And what's strange is that it's not dark yet. They usually do it mostly at dark. That's what they're saying. So they seem really, really upset about the sheer fact that they were kind of attacked during the day. Was unexpected, and they were attacked from the other side too of the whatchamacall, right? At that point in time, coming around the bend, you see the one, the only. Let me do this. Okay, both Marcus and Lord Binford come around the bend and ask, "What is going on?" Oh, I got another one. I do that all the time. They say, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" Obviously, Lord Binford and his number 1 sergeant Marcus comes around the bend asking, "What's been going on? What's happened?" Obviously, he's prompting you guys more than the guards to explain what's happening, and then you guys want to tell them what happened.
There was 2 ogres that charged, and there was a hail of bow fire that was covering them. We took care of the ogres. They are now off of the bridge, and this good paladin here helped move the boulder that was blocking the portcullis. What is going on? Why would they be so bold to attack the keep?
And he turns around and he says, "I haven't been total with you. I haven't been totally straight up with you. I need for you to come back to my quarters. I need to talk to you." It's very
let us proceed.
okay. So he takes you back to the keep. Right?
Okay.
And you guys are here. Okay.
Okay.
So he's going to go ahead and he's going to walk you down. The only way in is through these side alleys. The way the thing's set up is pretty kind of cool. So you walk through, you go through here.
While we're walking, Callan is going to help take the arrow out of Ant's back. Try to patch him up a little bit, at least to get him.
How many points did Callan get? He got hit, didn't he? He got hit.
Callan
0.
Callan didn't get hit, but Kalis did. Kalis took 3 points, and I took him off.
And you got hit twice, 1 for 6 and 1 for 2.
Yeah, I'm at 21 now.
Okay, just making sure you know that, right? So,
29.
it's a little messy. I still have all the data here. Hold on a second. It's all this. That's kind of cool. So, as he walks you guys over, you kind of go through and you see that there's a bunch of guards that are all bloody and everything like that. These guys, obviously, the guards didn't leave these guys out here with arrows in them, but they picked them up and pulled them in. And, some of them they're trying to bring back, but clearly they've been injured pretty fairly badly, right? They run you back over to the keep. And as they go through the main guard, Lord Minford waves his hand. This gate door comes up, and then you go into the next part of the keep. And then you move back. You come up here, and you go into the main area and end up in this drawing room up here.
Okay.
At that point, there's a big wooden table. It's beautiful looking. There's several servants. He waves them out. Okay? And once they all wave out, he goes behind a tapestry and takes the tapestry and lifts it up. And there appears to be this lockbox type thing embedded in the wall.
Okay.
So he turns around and he gets a key out from his neck, opens it up, pulls it out, and there's 3 pieces, okay? And they're gold pieces and kind of with bronze and silver, kind of weird. And 2 of them definitely fit together. The third one doesn't fit together. And he goes, they're for this. They're coming here to get this.
Kalis says, "Can I examine that? Was that one of the pieces that we found from the Caves of Chaos earlier?"
Yeah. He says, they're here to get this. So he's showing this to you guys. And at that point in time, could you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Ant. Do a wisdom roll. What's your wisdom, my friend?
My wisdom. 16.
Your wisdom, 16. Roll under your wisdom real quick.
17. Roll one above.
Okay. So you're going to have to make a saving throw at this point. And that means you have to roll above a 10. Yeah, you got to roll above a 10 on 1d20.
10?
Roll above a 10. 1d20. Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. So when you see the 3 pieces, you immediately grab your sword and start to pull it out. And then you hold yourself back for a second and you put your sword back into your sheath. Okay? You feel it one way. You feel you feel like there's some more to the idea of the scepter. In fact, Ant has a big insight into the scepter itself.
I know that when I held part of it, I had a sense of unease. It was very, very uncomfortable. I sense great evil coming from this.
So the reality is, that's part of Ant's pilgrimage. He had visions of a scepter that if someone, once assembled, can hold it up, can control any evil creature and make them into their army. So Ant, when he decides to divulge all the information, because I can't do a whisper. I can't do a whisper on this? Probably not. No. Can you? Yeah, I don't think so. So I'll just tell you anyways. So Ant, from his quote unquote stronghold that he works as a knight, there's been many visions by these seers that recall a scepter, once wielded, would actually control themselves the power of Orcus and push forth that of the undead. And in doing so, they can pull evil and focus it. It causes fear. It does all this stuff. But the most important thing is that you can control and amass armies. Right now, there is the and he's telling you all this, right? He says there's the disciples of Gurmush, right? And it is the Goblin Lord that are trying to claim it for his sake. And then you have all these different groups like gnolls, hobgoblins. Everybody is in the same boat, trying to find the pieces to this. 5 pieces is all it takes to assemble the scepter. And you have currently there's 3 sitting in front of you. And now people, I guess the evil finds out that this is where it is, and this is why they're now attacking the keep.
I understand.
The plot thickens.
Well, Lord Benford, we have with us a paladin of great skill. We have myself as a learned mage interested in learning more of this, and we have a ranger that we can track when. Well, and we have this halfling thief here who's just, has no fear. And of course, Alfred the Torch, who is just amazing in his role. Yes, I am. So if you could help us to heal our wounds and get us resupplied, I think we should try tracking those that we're attacking, so at least you know where the attack's coming from.
Well, I know where they're coming from. They're coming from the Caves of Chaos. They've been doing this for almost a year now. It's just become more frequent. It's not a matter of where are they coming from. It's why are they coming? They're wanting this. And there's going to be a point where I've lost so many men to this. There's going to be a point where I won't be able to do this anymore. So I'm just saying right now, I mean, honestly, I don't know how many more moon cycles we can actually go through before I will not have the men to basically fight back things on this wall. This is what I'll do for you. I'll go ahead and I'll supply you with what you need.
Okay.
You can go meet Father Tabar, right? He does, although he is an alcoholic for a priest, he does have the ability to heal, okay? And then if you can get on your way to go find the other pieces, if we get them, we can do something to make sure that it is no longer a threat. The other pieces, the reason why you have to have all the pieces is if you have one piece, you can find the others. It's almost like they know the other ones are out there and they keep going in that direction. So in some ways, those other pieces have to all be found to be put together to actually eventually ruin this thing or get rid of it.
Gotcha. So you want us to go back to the Caves of Chaos and continue the hunt for these pieces, and you are still interested in some large red gem? I mean, you want us to...
Well, allegedly, well, what we've heard is that these gems that are embedded in the walls, they're huge. That usually there's at least one in each one of the cave accesses. That's an Aya Gurmush, and basically from there he's able to see what's going on, or someone is using this as a means of divination, able to see what's going on in each one of the caves.
Interesting.
We want to find out who is looking through those eyes. That's why I put you that first task.
I understand. Okay.
So there's 2 different things that, it's kind of confusing.
Okay. Well, is there, I turn to the group, I say, so do you want to rest tonight and head out early in the morning? We just got back from the caves. Or do you think we need to go now?
I don't think we'll have another attack tonight.
Okay.
If you want to leave in the morning.
We can go get healed up. And
we could just go then.
Okay.
Would you say, Mason?
We could go then in the morning after.
So,
so
let's do Mason. Roll a D8. Roll your D8 right up there. Let's see how many hit points you get back.
Okay. Where's my what? Okay. D8. Did it 2?
You're gonna get back 2 hit points. So basically, you're still gonna be down 6.
It's better than nothing.
Kalis, you're gonna roll what? 1d4. See what you get back.
Kalis, 1d4.
Yeah.
It's slow.
What?
Oh, 1.
What? Damn it. Okay, so yeah.
Well, I'm back up to 21.
Okay. But Will and Callan are not down any, are they?
Callan, Callan's down 23. That's why we just got back from this thing.
But he didn't take any in that fight with the ogres just now.
No, but I gotta roll a 1d8 to see if he gets any back tonight. 2, right?
Yeah.
So he's now up to 25. That's not too great. He had a 34. And then Will is down 16. He's down. No, he has 21. He has 16 right now, current. 1d4. Oh, he gets back 4, so he's up to 20. So he's only down 1.
So you might want to go over to Father Tavar and see what he has for you.
We sure do. We're gonna go over to see Father Tabar, and we're gonna introduce ourselves and explain that Lord Benford sent us to us, and we have with us a noble knight and a noble ranger who's been injured with the attack of the on the keep, and we are on a quest for Lord Benford, and Lord Benford sent us here for healing.
Cool.
And we are going to offer him some brandy. I don't know. I don't have any brandy. But what we'll do is we can offer to take him to the tavern afterwards, after he heals us, and buy him a few drinks.
Nice. So when you end up with the so when you end over at the church area, there's 2 different places that you can go to. Okay. Just letting you know, 17 is the chapel.
Yeah.
And this room right here is where the this is Father Tavar's residence right there.
Okay.
So I don't know which one you want to go to first.
We ask Marcus if he could lead us to Father. We want an introduction from Marcus, because this guy's not going to know who we are. So can they find him for us?
Yeah, so Marcus is going to lead you over. Yes, definitely. So he's going to lead you over and actually take you straight over to the chapel. It's probably the best deal.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
And when you walk in there, you see this guy, you see a priest, and his hair is graying. He probably looks like in his 60s. He has some bad hygiene issues, okay? He's sitting there in one of the pews facing forward, hands kind of shaking, and he's kind of like keeps sticking a flask underneath his cloak as he's sitting there kind of like holding a candle and kind of staring at it when you walk in, right? So you come in through the back of the place Imagine. He's sitting up here more towards the front, and this is where there's all this ornamentation for all these different deities of goodness, right? Yeah. There is one place for Muir, which is Ant's deity. He's the one that has all that stuff, and you walk over, and there's like all these melted down pieces of wax and stuff like that, and candles that were near the altar for that that deity has a symbol there. So as you walk in, obviously Father Tavar seems to be mumbling to himself, kind of bent down when you guys approach him. He doesn't even look up to recognize you.
Gotcha. Will is going to skip up to him and say, howdy, Doc.
Skip on up.
Yeah, we need some help, and Lord Benford sent us to you.
Okay.
Can you heal my 2 big buddies here? We got to go on a quest for the Lord Benford, and he said that you could get us straight, and you might even be able to lend us some healing potions, but we're not sure about that. But you can at least heal us, get us up to tip-top shape.
So at this point, he kind of puts his hands like this, and he's just kind of ignoring, and then he kind of looks up at the, or actually he wouldn't look up, he just looks straight across because he's sitting at Will, right? And where's everybody else? Like behind Will? They're not in view of Father Tavar at this time. And he just looks at him like he's a nuisance, just shakes his head. He doesn't even look, obviously He's just looking forward. He only sees Will. He doesn't see you guys. The rest of you guys in the back of the chapel.
Will says, I think, hey, I grab him by his lapels and I go, hey, why don't you help my buddies out and then we can go over to the tavern and have a drink.
He looks at you guys, and then finally he turns and he sees you. At the point where he sees Ant, he kind of sits up straight, tries not to look like he's such a slouchy thing, right?
Right.
This way he feels sort of uncomfortable, and then he kind of stands up. He does some kind of weird bowing towards the front chapel area, and he turns. He says, "What can I do for you?" And you can actually smell like the alcohol wafering off of his breath as he turns to talk to you, right? He says, "What can I do for you, fine gentlemen?" And then he looks at you and he sees Ant's like giant encrusted gold like eagle he has on his chest, and obviously, he sees this mighty like warrior here. He's kind of like almost a little bit in awe at this point, right? The helmet and the feathers that kind of flew up to the top make Ant look all the more big. I mean, compared to what everybody else is in the room, he's just like overly sized. Considering he's human and you guys are elf, right? 2 elves and a halfling. He looks very large in comparison to everybody else standing there. So at that point in time, he turns to you and he says, "What can I do for you? Oh my God, you've been hit on the side of the head and the back of the neck over here." So he goes, "Let me take care of that for you." So he turns around and he puts his hand on your neck, right? And he does he does 3 hit points of healing on your neck, Mason. So you're just gonna be down 3 hit points now. And he goes, "Who would ever do something to such a fine warrior as yourself?" And he turns around and looks and he goes, Where are you guys from? Where are you going? Who are you?"
Kalis steps forward and says, "Lord Benford sent us to you to get some healing, so then we can go help the keep find these miscreants that have been attacking the castle."
But you're not the normal crew that came here. The other group of adventurers that have been here for a while. You're a totally different group. When did you get here? That's the first time I've seen any of you.
Well, we got here a few days ago, and if you wouldn't mind, if you could help this quiet ranger over here the way that you've helped the paladin, that would be wonderful. He was hurt
definitely.
too.
So he turns around, does the same thing. He puts his hand on your. He says a couple of prayers, and I don't know where that puts you. 7.
7. 7 puts me back up to. I'm pretty darn good. I was at 25, so now I'm at 32, right?
Yeah.
So I'm only down 2. Nice.
Wow, cool. So he turns around and he goes, "If you're going on an adventure somewhere, you must come with me." He turns around and he takes you and he goes up to the altar and he pulls out like a wooden crate kind of thing. It's very ornate. Puts it on top of the altar and he kind of looks to make sure no one else is coming in. He opens it up and he's got these little tiny bottles.
Okay.
And he goes, "If you get hurt, this is what you want to use. You want to drink this." Like that, right? Wonderful. So he hands one to each one of you, okay? And it's like it's kind of a flask, except it's like wrapped in leather too, so you can tell it's kind of got some sort of protection to it. And they're very small. They're like bite and runs. They're like little tiny. So he gives each one of you it's a healing potion, 1d6 plus 2. All right. Okay. So you might want to write that down. Everybody's got one of those. All right.
So he gave us 4.
One for each one of you guys.
Nice.
Including one for the wee one, the child.
So even Alfred.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's stacking you guys all right.
Wait, okay. How many? 1.
Each guy's got 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
He kind of looks at this and he says, and he says, "I see your who's this tall, dark one?" Of course, he's making mention now of your buddy. Let's go back up here, Kalis.
Well, Kalis steps forward and says, um, I'm the ranger's half brother, but I took after my mother, and I'm a mage, and I have this staff of healing, but I'm afraid that it's very, very low on charges. Is there any way that you could recharge this staff of healing, or is that not possible?
He looks at it very carefully and he says, let me see what I can do. Where's your loot? So, in the midst of looking over it, he says, I tell you what, I will trade you this staff for that staff.
Ooh, well, what staff do you have?
It's a special staff, and you look at the staff. It's got a snake's head at the top of it.
Oh.
He goes, someone gave this to me. I don't feel comfortable using it, but I would like this staff. This may be something you're interested in. Let me show you how it works.
Okay.
So he takes the staff, and then he goes like this to hit Kalis with it, and it turns into a snake, wraps his body, and then turns to wood. He's like totally like inhibited from moving on the ground.
Ooh, I'm gonna call that a snake staff.
Yeah. And he says a word. He says huspa. And then it uncoils and lays down next to him like a staff.
Well, for everything that you've done for us, I think this is a wonderful trade. I'd be more than willing to trade this staff for you.
Okay. So it this does not require charges. Okay. It's a +1 staff to hit. Okay.
Nice.
And what it does is it does 1d6 + 1 damage. Okay.
It's better than anything I got.
And then you have to. The only other thing you got to do with it is that you have to determine before you make the hit whether or not you want it to coil.
Gotcha.
If it strikes. And
Huspa.
Huspa is the word you have to say to get it to, and this thing will basically anything humanoid, human on down, would be bound.
Gotcha.
Until you release it. Does it make sense?
Yep, makes perfect sense.
Unless they make 2 successive saving throws, and if they do that, they break it.
Gotcha.
Right?
Love it.
Does it make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
But it's a cool toy, right?
Yep. Great.
So, but if someone tries to run from you, you can throw it. You can throw it up to 20 feet to do your job. So, all right. So it's actually so if you had a goblin trying to outrun and you're kind of like trying to capture him, this may be a useful little tool. It's like a boomerang.
That's it.
That's kind of cool. Hey, so yeah.
Okay.
Saving throws. Okay, and you could say you can throw, and it can be obviously can be used to capture. Does it make sense? So this is your a fun little toy to have. Obviously, something worthwhile. All right. So back at the keep. Okay, yeah. So he turns around and he's like, when are you leaving?
We're going to leave in the morning. We're going to stay the night tonight, and tomorrow morning we're up at first light, and we're going to venture forth and try to help the good citizens of the keep here. We're going into the caves of chaos to fight evil.
Nice. So he turns around, and at this point he kind of says, I wish you all the power of the gods with you as you go. He says, I think what you're doing is wonderful. I am kind of, how would you say, worried about a lot of things. So, Mason, you got your phone?
Yes.
So at this point, he pulls you close, Mason. Okay? And he whispers something to you.
Okay.
And he says, because he can feel your aura. Okay. And he says something very quietly, obviously in the paladin's ear, and then he pats him like on the shoulder and he says, I will see you before you leave tomorrow. I will see you off in the morning. So stop by, I'll give you a final blessing. All right? So you guys would end up back over on 14, which is actually the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Oh God, I did that again. And this is where the you get this dinner, right? Obviously, Lord Binford made arrangements ahead of time. There's a beautiful roasted beast there. There's a whole bunch of great food. There's ale. There's everything to make you feel super comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your rooms are taken care of. You basically, it's a very, very, how would you say, casual night. A bunch of the soldiers kind of come in and out to kind of get something to drink, and sometimes they get in tea because they have like late night watches and stuff like that. And this is kind of a stopover for them. They come in and they, all of them are like, hey, you're the guys that helped us at the front gate. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're like kind of looking at you, kind of in awe, right? Because they, saw you guys and your magic fighting abilities were pretty awesome. That night, you guys turn around and go up into the inn. You get your rooms. Everything is like totally, it's totally clean and made up. You're almost treated like royalty practically. It's totally a nice arrangement, okay? You sleep relatively well. How many hit points are you still down, Callan?
Kalis is down 2.
Okay.
No, wait a minute.
Is he?
I changed something. I have current hit points 23, but it's but hit points are 21. He can't be. Did I change the wrong thing? Oh no, Callan. Callan's down 2. Yeah, Callan's down 2.
Okay. Well, we're going to put him back up. You have a very restful sleep. You feel great. Okay.
All right.
Kalis, what is he down? Nothing.
Kalis, that's where I think I messed up. I think he has 23. He has 23 hit points, and I had him at 21. I think I changed the wrong one.
He's at 23. He's full, right?
And
What's
Will
at?
was just down 1.
Okay, he gets back 1. That's cool.
All right.
All right.
So,
and how are you doing? What are you at?
I'm at 26.
Oh, you're easily going to get that. You can actually lay hands on yourself right now. You get to do it once a day.
Okay.
So you can get back the rest of your hit points no problem when you start to pray. So you get back the rest of your stuff. You're good, right?
Okay.
So everybody seems to be at full heal at this point. Does it make sense?
So can I try casting a web and a magic missile, because I still have those available to me today, into the wand? If I roll a 1, then I blow up the wand.
Yeah. Well, there's always some fun on the end of everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want to go and cast them in? A 1d20. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, that's it. Don't roll a 1 or the wand blows up. Nice.
9.
Nice. Okay.
4. Okay, cool. So what'd you put in your wand?
So right now I have 1 fireball in there, right? Because that's 3 charges. I've got because that's all I had left. I've got 1 web, and I've got 1 magic missile. No, that was 6. Yeah, so I'm back up because web is 2 charges and magic missile is 1. And I cast a web and a magic missile in there, so I'm back up to 6 charges. But it's basically 1 fireball, 1 web, and 1 magic missile. And I have to study my spells for the next day.
You still get that scroll lightning bolt, right? You see that thing, right? You're good.
Yeah, I have a scroll lightning bolt. But the spells, I guess I'm going to study. Well, I have sleep and I have charm person as my thing. So I'll do shield, magic missile, detect magic again, and I guess it's a choice between phantasmal force and web. I got 1 web in the wand, so I'll do phantasmal force.
Okay. So I'm going to put an asterisk next to that. So you're doing just each one of those, or?
Well, I can't cast fireball into the wand anymore because I don't have fireball to cast it in to put it in there. I had a web and a magic missile.
Okay.
So
but do you want multiples of anything, or you're doing each one of each one? How many spells do you get a level? I forgot what you're doing.
He only gets 3 first levels and 1 second level. So
okay, cool. All right.
So I'll do a shield.
Okay.
I'll put an asterisk next to that. I'll put magic missile. And I'll do
and detect magic as well, right? Yeah.
detect magic, and I got phantasmal force.
You're perfect. That's good.
Cool.
All right, you're ready to go. That makes sense.
Yep.
What does this say 4D?
I don't know.
I know, it's just, see how this is nomenclature, just letting you guys know, is that the damages are in parentheses.
Oh, I got you.
It's supposed to be, right? So obviously you can see, but what it takes to hit, your bonus, why is this written weird? It's on here twice. So it should be D20, this is your strike. I wrote yours funny. See D20 and 1d4 damage. Does it make sense? Yeah. But you don't get but he gets a D20 plus
on his dex. He has a +1,
right?
17 dex, so whatever that is.
+2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a +2.
All right.
And this does 1d3 damage.
Yeah, and I have 12 of them.
Oh, crap. Okay. So they come out in groups of 3. So if you throw 3 of them, you get to roll 3 times.
Yeah.
You got to decide how you want to run it, but that's kind of fun, right? Then you have your wand. And obviously you have a staff now. So I guess you can put your staff here.
Yeah.
What does it say? Wand. See, you don't need this here.
That's okay.
Right?
Staff. Yeah. That's fine.
Staff striking. Staff snake.
Yep.
And that's +1. That'd be 1d20 +1.
Right.
And what's the damage? Did I say? Is 1d6 plus what?
1d6 plus 1.
+2.
Oh.
+1. That's right. No, it is +1. Right.
Yeah, I think you said plus.
Let's do this. 26 +1, and then you can determine the whole.
Okay.
You can determine the whole snake hole thing on the other end of it.
Sure.
This back. All right, cool. So you guys get up. Everything's all well rested. You guys are ready to go. Somebody down in the bottom, you see Father Tavar there. Okay. With your breakfast, he's down there to meet you guys once more on the way out. He decided to come over and meet you ahead of time instead of you guys come to the chapel.
Nice.
And so he's very eager to see you guys off, and he's like, he looks pretty pensive and worried at the same time. Yeah, he looks kind of strange. His personality's just kind of like kind of bouncy.
Will pops right next to him and goes, "Why so glum, buddy? What's up?"
Oh, there's nothing. I just worried that something bad might happen. I don't know.
Happen. Look who I'm traveling with. I'm traveling with him. Points at Ant, and I'm traveling with him. Points at the ranger. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like sort of, how would you say? Just he just there's a level of unease, I guess you might say. So he kind of looks around all the time, keeps looking at the door and looks back. And so he turns around. He's like, well, we don't see that many. And he says this, honestly, we don't see that many, how would you say, noble and lawful warriors as you all come this way. Most people are, and he's attesting the fact that most people have neutral alignment when they come into the keep. They're coming to get money and leave. They're not here to do some bidding, I guess you might say. So he's refreshed by the fact that he sees like good warriors here. He feels better in your company than if you were obviously in his absence. So he's just kind of like, so he kind of doesn't want you to leave, but he knows you have to leave, kind of thing.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back to keep you company. Breakfast is, it's nice to have breakfast with you, but we want to have dinner with you also. So.
Oh, fantastic! He says, I don't think you should camp out near the caves. He says, I think you should always go and come back before nightfall.
We should do that. Well,
make sure you're always within the walls of them.
Can you do us one big favor?
Yes.
Because we haven't been able to take Alfred back home. Callan hands him 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
And says, can you give these 5 gold pieces to Alfred's family and just let him know that he's fine and he's doing a great job?
Well, I most certainly will. It's totally wonderful that I think you're paying him quite a bit. And no one pays a torchbearer that much.
But nobody else is Alfred.
Wow. And at that point in time, Father Tabar looks at you, and a tear kind of wells up in his eye a little bit. He says, "You are good people."
Well, we're going to try to bring Alfred back in one piece, but we will do our best. But if you can give that to his family, that'd be great.
Okay, so at this time, gentlemen, we are going to stop our journey. We'll pick this back up. I have got to do some grading, okay. For tomorrow. But this was fine. We got our feet kind of wet. Mason got to kind of do the schmeppy a little bit and stuff. What did you think of it, Mason?
It's pretty cool. It works very well.
You've done the Roll20. If you compare the two, which one do you think is easier to use, out of curiosity?
The schmeppy, it's much faster. Like, it doesn't take time to load or anything.
Yeah, it's quick. We had a good thing here. So what we're going to do is, I'm kind of stoked. I can't wait for you guys to pick this back up. I don't know when you could play again, Mike. Obviously, you have a birthday party.
The only time that I can't play is Sunday night. So if you guys want to play Friday night, or if you want to play Saturday during the day, or Sunday during the day, perfectly fine. I just can't play. I just can't play Sunday night, and I think we're going to play White Star Saturday night, right?
Yeah, Saturday night we're doing White Star.
Yeah. So you guys let me know.
Okay, is that cool? I don't know if Mason can. I don't know what his schedule's like, because now you're going to go into the caves where it gets way more interesting. Obviously, you're kicking around the cube trying to get ready for our next part, but then we can go into the. I can't see. Oh, it's blurred. Gotta take off the blur so you can see it, but it's D&D into the Borderlands. Obviously, you guys, there's a bunch of cave in here that Mason's never seen it, so this will be kind of a fun adventure. I don't know. Is that cool? Well, listen.
That's awesome.
What?
No, I was just going to say that's awesome. I think there's a couple of caves that the other folks did that we haven't done yet. So at least.
That's where I was going to put you. I think you're probably best off going into the how would you say, the other caves, because it's going to be I would just say a whole lot of